Welcome back. Apparently I can't start with 4 dicks in my mouth.
I guess that's true, you know?
Yeah. No, originally my opening was big. Yeah, I could totally fit 4 dicks in my mouth. And I was going to turn the mic back. Oh, hey, welcome back. But no. By the way, when I went out for a cigarette, like as soon as I put my beer down, your cat just jumped and tackled and got in the mud, but you can see. So every time I've been drinking it, I'm getting some mud in my mouth.
So he got mud all over your beer? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and I got mud butt and mud mouth.
Mud mouth. Nice.
Hey, it's We Swear It's Game, and it's James on James. I'm James Riding.
I'm James Johnson.
Let me hear that enthusiastic yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting there. After maybe 100 episodes, you're going to start and just be like, yeah!
Yeah. That's my goal, you know?
Okay, we're working up to it. You can't, you know.
You gotta have baby steps.
Yeah.
Measurable, attainable goals.
Just put a bunch of babies down and step on them. I see how it is.
Yeah, that's what that means.
I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Yeah, no, I was saying that, yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah, we're in greens.
Yeah.
Dictionary terms.
Baby steps.
Oh, well, it's good to be back. I've actually been so excited to record this episode, and I had the hardest time getting a hold of you today.
Yeah, I left my phone in my car.
Yeah.
We went out and got some food, and I left my phone in my car, and then I was just hanging out, and you called my girlfriend, and I was like, oh, where's my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it took a little while, but we're here.
That's good. I like being back, you know?
Yeah.
And by the way, that new shirt looks lovely on you. Really.
You mean this shirt with all these holes in it?
I'm talking to the viewers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, look at the viewer's shirt right now. It doesn't make their eyes pop out. It's just
Yeah.
boom.
It's a great looking shirt.
It'd look better on my floor. I was talking to you on that one.
About my shirt?
Yeah.
It'd look better on your floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is James on James.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, we've never really gone into detail about what that actually means. You know, that could mean anything.
Yeah, well, there is a lap being sit on right now.
So we keep saying that, but just to clarify, there's nobody sitting on anybody's laps. That hasn't happened this whole
I know,
time.
it's more of just like a fantasy of mine. We could just be sitting here and we'd be like really close to Mike and be like, hey, this is James on James. And then you can just like slowly hear
just
your
like
hand
the
rubbing
NPR
my
voice?
back. Yeah.
Hey, this is James on James.
Hi, I'm
Today
Chris.
we're going to be talking about an amazing story.
Amazing.
Brave young man.
Yeah, when I saw it, it brought me to the most sincere place in my heart that I've ever been. It's a black hole that I've never been able to fill, but with the White Dwarf, it was possible.
I bet everybody's listening to that like, what the fuck are they saying? Like, it's so quiet.
I'll turn it up there.
Yeah.
And it'll be like super loud, so it's just like, hey.
It's just cracking and popping speakers.
Yeah. Oh, I love James on James.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm just going on. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's turning out well. I have a slight chub. Just imagine that.
Didn't we talk about that last time?
Dude, a slight chub's coming to me like naturally during the day. I'll be sitting there at work. I'll see someone watching like Mickey Mouse on the computer. I sit down like, oh yeah, Mickey Mouse. He's a pretty cool guy. And it's like, whoop. It's like, Mickey Mouse is innocent. Come on, man. You're just trying to say hi.
What do you have against Mickey Mouse?
You keep me in the shadows all the time. I just want to say hi. Oh.
Oh man. All right. Well.
So, okay, I guess we'll get started talking about real shit now. Because I could go off. I could probably do this for 2 hours to talk about nonsense. You know I'm really good at that.
Well, that's what we're gonna do, right? That's what.
Oh, yeah, nonsense.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Comic-Con happened.
Yeah. Comic-Con?
It was a lot of fun.
That's Salt Lake Comic-Con?
Salt Lake Comic-Con.
Yeah.
2015. Hashtag epic.
Was it really hashtag
Yeah,
epic?
no, it was like hashtag SLCC 2015.
SLCC
You can talk
2015.
up.
SLCC 15.
Okay,
SLCC
Hashtag
15. So it was hashtag epic.
Yeah, they had hashtag epic. It was,
Wow.
I saw that, I was like, yeah! I just wanted to hashtag and be like, tell him, hashtag epic, hashtag epic. Can you hashtag a hashtag?
I honestly have no idea how hashtags work.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna create the hashtag.
Yeah.
So you know when people do those stupid like things with their fingers like hashtag.
Yeah.
It'll just be like hashtag, 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 and it's like, oh, sign language, you know it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it'll go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But no, Comic-Con was great. I went with Piper. I was Scarecrow, she was Black Canary, and one thing I half expected was being stopped to get my picture taken with people. Happened a bunch.
A bunch of people stopped you to take your picture?
Yeah, it was probably like 50, 60 people, and it happened
nice.
like we'd just be walking down, and all of a sudden just someone come up, hey, can I get your picture? It's like, yeah, okay. And then it led from that point where it was like not just one person, but they would like sometimes come in like groups. So it'd be like one person behind him already has their phone ready to go, and there's... But nice. I love that part. You know, I love wearing that costume. And the I went as Scarecrow technically, but it was actually the Harold the Hollow costume.
Right.
Been working. That's been a costume working in years.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I remember you wearing that costume for Halloween, probably like 5 or 6 years ago at least.
Yeah, but if you look at the pictures from that to what it is now, it's completely changed.
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's gotten overhauled, but all the same materials there. It's just been layered over.
That's crazy.
Just really, and I have to actually go through and repatch a lot of stuff at times because the threading after washing it and thread just gets loose. But it was a blast. There was one part where we met this group of Batman, like Batman, Joker, Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin. I was like, I have to get a picture with you guys. And somebody forgot the Riddler.
I'm not going to apologize again.
Yeah, no, you've done enough. No, Piper was a trooper and actually drove home for us because I got way too drunk at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll probably have like 3 beers. Like 10 beers later, I was like, yeah! The funniest part is sometimes I remember there was this one family. I was drinking a beer. I think you were there. But I literally just had them hold the beer while they took a picture of me with their kids.
Oh, really?
And every time I took pictures with the kids, I always did, show me your best scary hands! That's just what I did. And kids loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Nice.
But other than that, the panels, we didn't visit too many panels. The panels that we did want to go to, we didn't realize you had to be like 30 minutes to an hour early.
You have to like wait in line to get into the panels?
Yeah, and there's only so much seating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is my first Comic-Con, by the way.
Yeah, I've never been to Comic-Con, so I don't like, I've seen pictures of people doing cosplay, but I don't really know what Comic-Con's about.
Comic-Con's really great. I could see you really enjoying a lot of the panels, especially if there was actors that you wanted to see or like certain projects.
Yeah.
For me, just cosplaying was fun enough.
Yeah.
I don't do that enough, but back when I played with you guys, I always dressed up.
Right.
Fun. We saw a lot. I saw a 7-foot Joker. And
a 7-foot Joker.
He was literally 7 feet tall.
Wow.
And he was just Joker, and I was just like, that guy was huge. I mean, even though it's like 8 inches above me, that's still like, just seeing that, you're like, holy shit.
7 feet is really tall.
Yeah, he was a big guy. We saw some other great costumes, like there was a guy in a wheelchair. They put like a silver car around him, modeled after Mad Max, and in the car was the guy from Mad Max. What's his name? Warboy. Thank you. And also Mad Max, but he was on the back with the mask and like hooked up to him, and they were just pushing that around.
Nice.
There was a lot of great costumes. I saw Ultron. Took his picture, and afterwards I was like, someday I want to grow up and be Ultron. He's like, I don't think that'll happen. Like, just you wait.
Just crushing dreams.
Just you wait. I'll grow up and be Ultron someday. It's gonna happen. It's in the Bible.
In the Bible? That's sacrilegious.
No.
We don't want to offend anybody.
That's called history, James.
History. Okay. Oh man. So I've never been to Comic-Con. Like, you really just walk around. Like, there are people.
Yeah, it's huge. They have like a show floor where they have all their booths, and it is.
So what are at the booths?
Just a bunch of stuff to buy. There was all sorts of booths.
So it's like a flea market type thing.
Basically, a flea market for Comic-Con. There's like stuffed animals. There was a lot of those pop characters. I saw like 4 booths for those.
Yeah.
A lot of art. They actually have like a whole art district, which I was super stoked to go down.
Nice.
The biggest problem I had was I'm blind, basically.
Right.
but wearing my mask, I put my glasses on. So
Oh, you can't put your glasses on.
yeah, and it was funny because half the time, like, it was so packed that trying to walk through the crowds, like Piper, being as nimble as she is, was just able to like cut through it, and I'm just like there, like, what? And I'd lose her and just like look around and be like, 'cause I couldn't really see more than like 10 feet in front of me without getting really blurry. I just see this
Yeah.
hand in the air just shaking. It's like, okay, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And there were other times I get stopped to take photos with people, and then afterwards I just like look around. It's like, oh shit, where's Piper?
She's gone.
But I just see this hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see super well either. And like I have glasses, I just usually don't wear them.
Yeah.
So I'm totally used to it, but like when there are people that are far away from me, I don't recognize them.
yeah.
So
it's-
I kind of just go about my business and assume that like we haven't made eye contact or anything. But then occasionally I'll wear my glasses out around and I'll see people and make eye contact with them from way further than I ever would have thought of when I'm not wearing my glasses. And I just think like, man, people must think I'm a dick, and like I make
It's true.
I
I
make
get
eye
that
contact
feeling
with them
all
and
the
look
time.
away.
Yeah.
But they just don't know that I can't see.
Yeah.
Like I just because there could be somebody I've known for my whole life 50 feet away from me. I wouldn't recognize them. They would just be a person over there.
And it's
That would
funny
be
because
it.
you're walking through this crowd and you'll see that person, but like just be like, oh okay, and like
Yeah.
start looking around, and they think that you're gonna be the one to be like, to stop them because
Yeah.
they potentially seen you solve it.
Yeah.
Seen.
They
Okay.
saw you see them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate the English language, but I love it. Anyways, and so they just walk by and they're like expecting a hello,
Yeah.
and they just like walk by and they're like,
What a
hey,
dick.
what the hell? And you're like,
I know you saw me.
oh hey,
yeah.
and you're not trying to be a dick, but
Yeah.
it's just like I didn't even see you. It's like sure you didn't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
that
no,
totally
I-
happens to me.
I'm blind, man. Like
yeah.
benefit of the doubt. Another problem with Comic-Con was I tightened my cowl. So I have a cowl that goes around my mask, so I tuck my mask in.
Right.
I tightened it, but I didn't realize that was going to destroy my ventilation. So I was able to breathe because I have holes around my mask.
Right.
A lot of those holes just came from playing shows.
So, for everybody who is wondering what James is talking about when he says he played with us and playing shows and stuff like that, I'm in a band called Idola,
Yeah.
and James was in this band as well for a long time, and he did our light setup. So we would play the show, and he had a whole couple of boxes of lights that he would program and control for the show. So that's what he's talking about there.
Yeah, so
Just to
sorry for
clarify a little
yeah,
bit.
Idola, check it out. They're great. I love it.
That's EIDOLA. You can look us
Yes.
up on Facebook. We're on Twitter.
I do.
We're all over the place.
Yeah, you guys. I'm trying to get all over the place, but I can't because every time I try, my roommate walks in me. I'm like, God, can I not masturbate on my walls? Get it? Come over the place.
Oh yeah, you know that makes me think of that the Black Keys song, where it's gold on the ceiling, but it sounds like he's saying "come on the ceiling."
Yeah. Come on. I remember
Come
when you showed me
on the
that,
ceiling.
and you convinced me that's what he was saying. I was
Yeah,
like,
did I?
I was like, wow. I love Black Keys. Don't get us wrong, guys. If
Yeah.
you're listening, send me dick pics. Anyways, but yeah, with the back to the ventilation system, the problem I was having
Oh, yeah,
is
with your
I
mask.
tightened the cowl, and so a lot of the times when I breathe, it goes out through the bottom of my mask because it's a cloth mask. Several cloths actually. I need to redesign that. But what had happened was so tight when I was breathing, it would come up into my eyes, and that costume's burly.
Mhm.
I was wearing thermals, a jacket, 2 shirts, and it was just like hot air just
Yeah.
blowing in my eyes. I can't see.
And
so
it's not cold yet by any means. It's not
no,
cold.
yeah. And so it was just like this hot air from my breath burning my eyes. I can't see, so my eyes are like trying to really focus. And got to the point, like, I think when I got home from Comic-Con, it looked like I had just spent the whole day smoking blunts. Oh, they hurt. And the makeup, I got so much makeup in my eyes. I was like, because when we were trying to put the makeup on, we didn't have any water, and it's like one of those paste things that you have to get wet.
Yeah.
So my brilliant idea is I'll just use Gatorade. But no, apparently that's a bad idea,
No,
Piper.
I can see how that would not work out well.
But I thought it was great. I was like, what? She's like, well, can't you see what's wrong with that? I was like, electrolytes are great for you. Let me just use Gatorade.
That's true.
So she ended up getting this cream, which actually worked out. But at one point I was applying it like right before I put too much goop on the bottom, and then I went to go rub my eyes just because it like itched, you know. All of a sudden, I could just feel that, and like when I blinked, like I could just see my vision get blacker. I was like, oh shit! And then immediately, like it started stinging, and I was just like, fuck it, let's just go. I'm pretty sure the first thing I did there was I got a beer.
The first thing you did at Comic-Con?
Yeah, it was like 10 in the morning.
Nice. 10 a.m. beers?
Yeah, 10 a.m. beers. That's how you do it. Day drinking's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Don't do it at
know.
home. Don't do it at home, though, kids.
I've really only been drunk like a handful of times.
I've been there a few of those times, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. But it's always so terrible for me the next day.
Well,
Do you remember there was that time where it was like one of the first times I ever got drunk, and I had to go to work the next day, but I was so dead. I was so sick and just terrible feeling that it was like the afternoon of the next day, and I was supposed to go to work, and I was like, I can't go to work.
was that when you were working at Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I couldn't go home either because my parents would be like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you so sick? So I went to your house, your dad's house,
Yeah.
in like the middle of the afternoon and just like went to sleep at your house for hours.
And I
hours.
was like creepily in the corner just sewing costumes.
Yeah.
Just staring at you.
So it took me a good like 2 days to get over that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason why. don't
I
drink.
wasn't there, but I heard a really great story when you were on tour.
When we were on tour.
No, it was Andrew's bachelor party.
Oh, Andrew's bachelor party. Yeah.
And you got drunk, and you were just like puking out the car
Oh
window.
my god, that was probably the worst. The sickest I've ever been in my life.
Really?
My friend Andrew, he got married. For his bachelor party, we went out to the desert in eastern Utah. It's the San Rafael Swell, if anybody knows where that is.
I don't.
Well, it's in eastern Utah.
Okay, I know where that is.
So we drove out there. It was like a 3-hour drive, and then at least like another hour on just desert roads. So like rocks everywhere. It was super hard to get around, very bumpy. But we got out there, and we went hiking like all day. And then that evening, we got back to camp and just started drinking and hanging out. And I drank way more whiskey than I should have. I remember walking away from the fire because I had to go to the bathroom. And I thought I went pretty far. Apparently, I went about 10 feet from the fire and was just peeing on this bush. And in the middle of it, just started throwing up everywhere. And,
Oh, wow.
I remember like losing my balance and I like fell over. And I'm pretty sure I was done peeing at this point, but I was like still throwing up. And Andrew ended up coming and like taking me over to my sleeping bag. And then I slept there that night. I was fine for the night until the sun came over the horizon and woke me up. And it was freezing. I was freezing cold and so sick, just dying, throwing up everywhere. And I waited there for about an hour while they packed up camp. I remember Andrew trying to make me eat bread, and I was just like, no, please don't. I can't eat this bread. Don't make me. But yeah, they took forever to pack up camp. And then I finally got in the truck. I crawled over to the truck and got inside and was just throwing up out the window the entire way out of the desert.
Well, you said that it's like an hour on desert roads, so...
Yeah, just to get out of the desert.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it was terrible. And then we got out onto the highway, and at that point I couldn't throw up out of the window anymore because we were going too fast. So I had just a plastic bag that I was throwing up in, and I was drinking water and Gatorade to try to keep myself hydrated because I threw up a lot. It was a lot. Like, I would have been very dehydrated if I hadn't kept drinking water.
Jeez. Well, that's sometimes what you gotta do when you're like...
Yeah. You just got to keep drinking water. But seriously, for hours, I was in that car just throwing up in that bag. And I remember after a while, it started leaking out of the bottom of the bag all over the floor of his truck. But we eventually made it home. And I remember walking into my house and just, like, taking off my shoes as I stepped and, like, dropping my backpack and all my stuff and just, like, falling down into the bathroom, staying there for about 2 days or so.
Jesus.
I remember when Piper came home, she saw all my stuff scattered in a line to the bathroom where I was laying on the floor. Oh, man, that was terrible.
You had a good time being drunk, though, right?
It was a blast being drunk
yeah.
that night. Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun. But that... I've never really been super sick or close to dying or fearful of my life, really. That is for sure the closest I have ever come to being like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it out of this desert. Like, this is such a long trip home. Oh, it was terrible.
Well, if that's the case, don't let me get started on my 2 times I've got alcohol poisoning.
Oh, yeah?
Jeez.
But you've had a lot more chance for that to happen.
Yeah, I love drinking.
Yeah.
Is you know what's great about a beer?
What?
They don't scream when you take their top off.
What? Oh my god. Wow, alright.
We're just saying.
That's true, you know.
Yeah, they don't.
It's an indisputable fact. Oh my god, what the hell are we talking about?
You're getting drunk.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
this. This is probably one of our best podcasts. I think we're
Out of the 3, this is for sure top notch.
We're pushing the limits.
Breaking new boundaries.
Yeah, there's a montage going on right now.
A montage of what?
I don't know. It's not us. It's going on somewhere.
So there's a montage going on somewhere about something.
Yeah, well, everyone has montage in their life. Just like, live to win, fight to survive. And someone's doing that at this moment.
There's always a montage going on somewhere.
Somewhere there's always...
If you take anything away from James on James, it's that there's always a montage going on somewhere.
There's always a montage.
Yeah.
And just, you know what? Live to be that montage. Someday it will come. That montage will be yours. And then you can live to win. Fight to survive.
Yeah.
Montage.
Those are true words. Words of inspiration.
Yeah.
So you had fun at Comic-Con? You enjoyed your trip?
I did. It was a blast. Getting
had a lot
drunk.
of fun?
Yeah.
You enjoyed yourself out there?
I did. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a good time?
It was real good. I just, you know. I've met a lot of interesting characters. I met my first furry for the first time.
Furry.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
So furries are the guys who like dress up as animals, right?
And have like very sexual, deviant conducts. Okay. That's just, I'm sorry.
It can be a sexual
It can be,
connotation.
okay. So I guess it depends
It doesn't
on
have
the
to
furry
be.
you are. And I'm not...
That would be weird if you like were like, yeah, I'm a furry. I'm gonna go to Comic-Con as a furry if it was only a sexual thing. That would be really weird.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
that would be
don't
bold.
get me wrong.
You'd have to be bold to like be like, yeah, I'm gonna dress up in this fucking like these assless chaps and all this leather and go to Comic-Con.
Talk about bold, talk about boner.
Talk about boner.
Yeah, if I saw someone doing that, I'd be like, yeah.
What if it was like just a super hairy, fat old guy?
So like me?
You're not fat or old, but you are hairy. You've got one qualification of that list.
Bears in the gay community.
You don't see
Those are
that?
called
They
bears.
call them bears, and that
I didn't say that he had to be gay.
Oh.
You are.
Oh,
you
so
are
you're insinuating
discriminating
I'm
over
not. All right, that's kind of racist.
That misogyny. That's what that means.
No, but anyways, first off, furries, I don't have anything against you guys. Actually, I really like you guys. What you do, you keep to it. But we met this guy, and it was his first time being there. But he was telling me about the costume, and they have to like individually make that like fur into the mask. And it was like a paper shame mask they have to do. He was going off about it. You could tell he was really shy, but Piper is, because we were walking down the hallway, and Piper's like, "Oh hey, you're a furry." And
Yeah,
he's
Piper
like,
makes friends with everybody.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there, just walking my mask, just. What do you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel whenever we go anywhere, because I don't really like talk to people that I don't know. So we'll go out places and I'll just be like a dick who doesn't see anybody, and like we'll make eye contact and I'll just look away because I don't actually see him and don't know they're there, and then I don't talk to him. But then Piper's over here just like, oh hey, how are you? Let's be friends.
That was another great thing about Comic-Con. And Piper, you're kind of part of this podcast now.
Just a little.
Yeah, you're just like sitting back there hanging out, chiming
Just
in.
mining sand.
Mine and sand. Mine and crafting.
Crafting some sand.
But yeah, Comic-Con was great. It was my first time being, and I loved it. One thing that I was really surprised about was there was this girl. Okay, first off, before I get into that, they have the cosplay contest at the very end night on Saturday, and you have to enter it before it, to win the Comic-Con cosplay contest. That's what it is. This girl had the most badass Samus Aran costume that I've ever seen. It had it was lit up.
Mm-hmm.
She had lights in it. It was. I think she used cardstock. I think that's what Ant-Man told us. That sounds so cool to say that.
Yeah, I hang out with that, man.
Yeah, I got a few photos with him. I'll get into Ant-Man in a second, but she was she made out of cardstock. It was just perfectly fit, and the gun on her arm she could like charge up, and there was a light there that would grow brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And when she let go, it'd like do all these like circle spins. Like holy shit, that's amazing.
Nice.
She got honorable mention.
Really, she didn't even place in the contest.
No, I don't know what it was. There must have been some stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the other costumes, I'm sorry everyone, I love you at Comic-Con if you're listening and you're in the finals, great. But there were some, I won't say who it was, there were just some costumes I was like, how the fuck did this get intermediate or novice? Like, it baffled me.
Yeah.
But there were some really good ones. Some of my favorite ones was probably, they had a girl Zeratul, she was pretty cool. They had Hawkeye, but this Hawkeye was not your average Hawkeye. This guy was, like me, a very hairy, naked man.
He was naked?
Basically, he wore underwear that's all he was wearing was underwear.
Yeah.
That was to the tone of his skin. But he had a picture, like this like cardboard cutout of old school Hawkeye. You know, from the old school adventures where he had the mask. Over his dick.
Really?
Yeah, that's all he did, yeah. And it was so funny. My favorite costume I probably saw there was Consuela. I'm sorry. From Family Guy.
Oh, the maid from Family Guy?
Yeah, and she came out. The thing that made this character so great is she came out and she just played the role. Because, like, and she, like, goes back and she's, like, starting to clean the background. And then she goes up and she's like, Consuela's there. She's like, no. She just walked away and just played the character so well and looked just like her, and it was so funny. It was like amazing. That was like one of the best. And it's funny because you think about like having great costumes, like having a lot of gaudy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really how simple and like how you play it off.
Yeah.
So it was great. I like Comic-Con. I can't wait for next year. It's gonna be a blast. You should come next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you would enjoy it.
My problem with Comic-Con is that you have to pay so much to get in, and then I don't enjoy dressing up. Like, for years when we did stuff for Halloween, I was just like, James, if you don't make me a costume, I'm not going to dress up.
Yeah.
So I don't really dress up. I'm not super interested to see everybody else dressing up. Like, I feel like that would be fun for me for like 20 minutes, and then I would be like, oh, okay. I don't need to see any more costumes. Like, whatever.
I love that.
And then you have to wait in line forever to get into these panels, and you may not even get into the panels that you want to go to. And then they have just like a huge flea market, and I don't give a shit about flea markets, man. Like,
dude,
those are places to just like sell trinkets that no one needs ever. It's like, you need to buy a gift for somebody? Come over here to this place and buy a trinket.
Hey, some of those people, that's the best gift you can give them.
That's true.
So,
I don't know. I guess I don't really like knickknacks a whole lot.
Well, there's other stuff to do there. You can get drunk.
You can get drunk anywhere. How's that an endorsement of Comic-Con?
Hey, you cannot get drunk anywhere. Well,
you're getting drunk right now.
Okay, you can get drunk almost every place, but there's certain places you can't.
That's true.
They threw me out of the temple.
They threw you out of the temple?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? I was
Why
like,
are you drinking?
I just wandered in. I was looking for the fountain.
Okay.
But no, I'm just saying. No, I enjoyed it. I could see how, I think you have to really be in the mood for it, but I think a lot of people that end up going there, like, they do find something they really enjoy about it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the funniest things to me is I didn't bring a flask because I thought there was going to be a metal detector.
Yeah.
Piper. So I walk in the building, and the first thing they ask me is, do you have any weapons on you? I was like, nope. Like, okay. I was like, really? That's
Just
it?
taking our word for it.
Yeah, I even turned to him. I was like, that's it? You're just going to trust me? And they're like, they didn't have really anything to say. But it was just like, really? Like, I just remember turning to Piper. I was like, I was going to bring a flask. I was going to bring a fucking flask.
Then you didn't.
Yeah, because apparently, that's a weapon. I could have just told them I didn't have it on me, and they would just fucking take my... Okay, I had a coworker. She's an old... she's older than me. She's really nice. But she was telling me that there's this kid. I don't know if it's her son. She just mentioned a kid that got into Comic-Con because some guy went with a costume like he was playing a bellboy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a suitcase, and he's like, oh, no, it's part of my costume. The kid was inside the fucking suitcase.
Really?
So when they got into Comic-Con enough, they unzipped it, and he just fucking got out for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For a minute, I was like, I don't know if I believe you, but shit, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I do it. So yeah, Comic-Con, wow. We are like...
Maybe I'll go next year if you sneak me inside of a duffel bag. But it'll be like so much harder for you to get away with it because it won't be like a little kid that you can lift up the suitcase with like one hand. I weigh like 160 pounds or something like that.
I could do it.
So I want you to do it with one hand, right?
Okay.
I want you to one hand carry me up to the security guard and just be limping up there, struggling to carry it, and just set me down and be like, oh, I don't have any weapons on me. I don't have anything bad. There's nothing in this bag. Don't worry about it. And then just go to pick it back
reason,
up.
just like,
Yeah. Like
trust me.
you're really struggling to get me in there, and you're just like, don't worry about the bag. There's nothing in there. If we do that, I'll go next year.
Oh, all right. I was thinking we could go as like The Thing.
The Thing?
Yeah.
Like from the movie? The
Thing.
70s movie? The
Yeah.
Thing?
Or the new, 2010 one they made?
Nah, it's the 70s movie.
But when the one with the new one is there's like these people get combined because the thing like joins two people together.
Oh, right.
I was like, no, this is all cardboard, and you'd be like, yeah, it's fucking cardboard.
Yeah.
Comic-Con was a blast. I loved it. It was a lot of fun stuff to do.
Yeah.
One point we went outside and these guys were like, you mind if we crack our whips out here? We're like, yeah,
What?
whip it out, sure.
You crack your whips?
Yeah, they had these whips and they were just like, whoosh.
Like literal whips.
Yeah, literal whips.
Oh, okay.
They
And
wouldn't
that's
let
how
them
I
crack
learned
it
about the
inside.
cracker.
They wouldn't let them crack their whips inside?
Yeah, apparently.
So they were like, man, I've just got to get a crack on.
Yeah. And then Piper's like, yeah, that's a cracker. I was like, wow, that's a little bit too, you shouldn't be calling white people
Obscene.
that. She's like, no.
You're racist?
And then piece on the whip is called a cracker. It's like, that's still racist. No, actually, she explained it to me, and that's how it makes it sound. And one guy's cracker just flew off the whip.
Yeah.
I
Did you know that it does that because it breaks the sound barrier?
Yeah, that's what she told me.
That's what the crack is. It's a sonic boom.
Yeah, that's how cracker literally is.
Yeah, crack.
As soon as it goes up, just whoo,
Sonic boom.
sonic barrier. You're too slow.
That makes me think of Guile from like the old Street Fighter 2. Sonic boom.
Oh, yeah. If I could do a backflip that slow and create a sonic boom,
Yeah.
I could die happy.
You would have to have his hair though, which is
I think that's
really
what it is.
weird.
Yeah, it's the aerodynamic of his hair. That crazy like half diamond shape that just like goes
It's
a
like
foot off.
it's
his
like
head.
an upside down pyramid on top of his
Yeah,
head.
So that's us Americans,
Yeah. That's what we look like.
Yeah.
So maybe we should talk about some video games.
Oh,
we're
yeah, we
we're like
swear
half
it's
an hour
gaming.
into this
Wow,
and we haven't
damn.
said anything
Well,
about video
Comic-Con,
games.
that's got something to do with it.
Yeah. Kind of.
I ate a moth the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, Jeremy dared me to do it. It was on the kitchen counter. He's like, I'll give you a beer if you do it. And I was like, I'll do it for fucking free.
You could have gotten a beer and you turned it down?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I'm prideful, man.
Yeah, of your moth eating abilities?
Yeah. No,
How did it
It
taste?
tasted terrible.
Did it?
It
Did it taste
literally
like
did.
cardboard? I imagine a moth would taste like dust and cardboard.
It kind of did. I mean, it was kind of crunchy, but I think it was dead for too long, so the juices
Oh,
like
God.
dried up.
You ate a dead moth?
Yeah, it was like it was like there for like
Dude, why would you do that? Why?
drunk. You just see some, you're bored. Your two roommates just hanging out. Just hey, if you eat that mouth, give you a beer. I was like, fuck that! I'll do it for free! And then after you get like halfway through, it's like, I really should have taken that beer.
Yeah, I'm regretting this decision almost.
Yeah, but then after I ate it, his girlfriend came up to me. She's like, those things are toxic! I was like, moths? I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're not. And she like tried to convince me it was, but I'm still alive, apparently.
Apparently.
Unless this is just all just a
dream.
Shit. I did watch Inception like 2 nights ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cool movie. I like that movie.
It was good. I fell asleep.
Yeah?
That movie does that to you.
Yeah.
And they incepted me.
It is pretty long.
I guess that's why I woke up with a dick in my mouth.
Wow.
It was my own.
It was your own dick in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not that bendable. Have you seen my beer gut? I can't do that. So it was a indiction. No, it does nothing. Okay, let's talk about games. Let's get to it. So I've been playing a game. I actually, I wanted to record with you yesterday, but no.
Yeah.
I can't record tonight.
I was being a bitch.
Yeah. He actually like threatened me with the belt and everything. So I was looking on Steam. I went through a few games. I have a bunch of my wish list, so I just kind of picked one off there, and it was Chroma Squad.
Chroma Squad.
Yeah, it's I believe it's by Behold Studios. If I'm wrong,
We can check on that. Keep talking.
yeah,
I'll
fact
make
check
sure.
it. But what the game is, it's the creators even give homage to the guy who created Power Rangers, which I believe is Sabian.
Sabian.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that name after like every episode of
Oh
Power
yeah,
Rangers.
dude! I watched Power Rangers probably up till I was like 13. I fucking loved it forever, and it's just because I'm a big monster fan. But what this game does is the same concept, but the combat system of the game is much like a Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics.
Right, so like a turn-based strategy.
Yeah,
well, not really a
turn-based.
turn-based strategy.
It's
but
a turn-based
kind of.
strategy RPG because you can.
What do they call that? Like a tactical RPG?
I think it is tactical strategy, JRPG plus .exe.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's the official terminology.
Yeah, dictionary boys
Yeah.
and women. I'm not sexist.
Misogyny.
Hey, how dare you call me?
So Chroma Squad was developed by Behold Studios. You were correct
Yes.
about that.
Okay. Behold, I love you guys. This game, because I bought it. It was like after I called you. It was like around 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I haven't played a good game in a while. I was thinking about Mario Maker, but I just wanted to play something new. You know.
So you just got this game today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and as soon as I bought it, I broke open a bottle of vodka. Finished the bottle of vodka, but like, I don't know, it was probably like 1 or 2 a.m. I have a trouble sleeping because I don't have James on my lap. Anyways, no, this game's great. The whole idea of it is you play these stuntmen. The intro is just you playing stuntmen for a studio that's recording a same like show, and the stuntmen are like, "This is bullshit, director. We're gonna make our own studio." So they go and do that.
So you're playing the game as stuntmen who are making a Power Rangers type show.
Yeah. So
Those are your characters.
yeah, you're not actually like Power Rangers. You're actors playing as Power Rangers. So a lot of the scenes are just they're really funny too
Yeah.
because there's one act like one of the bosses you have, his name's Barrel Roll, and he's like a pirate in a barrel with swords poking out of him. Like, hey, this isn't your costume. Go get dressed up. And he's like, I'm a high-paying stunt actor. I can do what I want. And since it's like first season, and that's how the game goes. It's not chapters; it's seasons.
Oh, really?
So as you go,
So
through,
like as the people that you're fighting, are those like the enemies that they would fight on the show? So like the
Yeah.
battles that you're doing are the battles that they have on the show?
yeah, so it's just like the show, and you'll be in like warehouses, and you'll see green screens behind you and stuff, and so you go through, and there's their minions, like basic. You know how like Power Rangers had the Mudmen.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one they're like Squirrel Men,
Yeah.
which is really fun because you have to kill minions, and each level that you do has director actions, and they change. So one will be like finish the episode in 4 turns, or kill the boss before you kill the minions, vice versa.
So are these like challenges you can do?
Yeah, challenges, but the more challenges you do right, and the more like just random stuff you do in the game, like there's acrobatics, team attacks,
Yeah.
you gain an audience boost, and that's what your like life meter basically is in this game. Is you have to have a certain amount of audience,
Oh, cool.
but you can use once you get so much audience to create fan power, and that's what you use for marketing.
Okay, so the gameplay of this is like tactical RPG.
Yeah, the combat aspect, most gameplay, yeah, it's a combat RPG. Each character you play, I'm just gonna call them rangers or squad members. They each have a certain role. So you have your assist, your technician, your lead, assault, and scout. And as you go through the seasons, they level up, and you get different abilities for each one, and you get different weapons. And that goes really into like the whole combat. You can buy them armor, which is like a cardboard helmet or a bucket helmet.
So like Tactics and Fire Emblem and those games, a lot of them is the fighting, but I would say almost equally is setting up your characters and putting on armor and buying different things.
Yeah. So with this
what
game,
is that?
So with this game, after you do combat, you go to your studio, and you can buy studio upgrades, which is like lamps, lights, vacuums, bigger green screens.
And those are basically just power-ups.
Right, and they some of them increase like your drop rate, some of them increase the audience you'll gain. Some of them actually, if you have lamps, like enemies have a 5% less chance to dodge and counter. So these things like not only combine with your combat, but what else is going on? Because there's a shop. You can buy stuff. You can craft items because there's item drops. So you like a few duct tape drops, and with duct tape and cardboard, you can create a helmet for your characters.
Okay.
Which boosts your stats, and there are stats in this game. There's marketing, which you can sign up with a marketing agency for either 1 to 3 days. And they have certain perks, but you have to use your audience power to do that. And at the beginning of each season, you have to sign a contract with the television company. Like, hey, we're going to give you $4,000 for this season. You have to do 5 episodes, but for the end of the season. And that's where a lot of your money is just starting up with the new season. So you can just start going. One of the cool things, so it is a strategy game, but one of my favorite things they did, which reminds me of Super Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Right, on the 3DS.
Yeah, so that game's a lot like that one. That one's more like a Final Fantasy Paper Mario, strategy. Right. But one thing that they did different is you join Luigi, and instead of being like a strategy game, you have to like do action commands.
Basically QuickTime events.
Yeah, so they do that same thing when you have to get into your Megazord.
Oh, you have like a giant robot?
Yeah. And so some bosses will grow big, but what happens... And you get to customize your robot. You can like create like a sword arm or like a drill arm.
Right.
And different body types. And they all have stats like defense, health, and so on. But when you get to that stage, you start to fight, and you have like... Depending on your body parts, there's always 2 you have, which is like attack and defend.
Right.
But as you go through, like usually attack, and each time you attack, your accuracy goes down.
Okay.
And so you can keep attacking until you miss, and then it's the enemy's turn. They basically do the same thing. But there's certain things. It's like, it'll end a combo. So if you have a combo where you attack it 4 times and end the combo, be like you do this much extra damage. But how like fluent it is, and like when the enemy's attacking you, there's like a meter that goes across, and you have to click in the right area to do a certain defend attack to take less damage. But when you're doing the combos, and another thing too is when you finish them, it's so cool. For a long time, I had like this laser sword, and when you get right down, they have like 10,000 life left. You're like, energy blade, and you're like, I love that part. Getting those battles is so cool. It's the same thing that, Mario and Luigi Dream Team did for me.
Yeah.
Because when they first introduced it, I had no idea about it, and I was just like,
Nice.
Speaking of which, I want to play that game again.
The Mario and Luigi Dream Team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played that one.
You would really like it.
I think you let me borrow it for a while, and I just never played it.
Yeah.
I have a history of doing that with games that you let me borrow.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, "Do you let me borrow this game?" And then I'll finally get it, and I'll just be like,
I should just let you borrow Monster Hunter, and then like I'll be like, "Hey, I need it back." You're like, "No, I need to keep playing this." It'll do that to you. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's like a Skyrim on its own.
Dude, I could have like 10 new games around, and I'll be like, I think I'll just play Minecraft again.
Yeah. I do that with a lot of games too. You just have those games that everyone just adores so much.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it used to be World of Warcraft for me.
Yeah.
I even get like a new Guitar Hero back then. Be like, nah, I'm just gonna play World of Warcraft.
Dude, Guitar Hero is the jam. I actually remember trying to get you to come and like play Guitar Hero and stuff when you were just like, no, I'm just gonna play WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember that a bunch when you guys would always come over. And you'd literally have to like drag me out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a pretty bad addiction with WoW. Not that WoW's bad. I love WoW, but I can't do.
How long ago was that? That had to be like
I stopped
almost 10 years
playing
ago.
when I was like I think 20, so about 5 years.
But when we were doing this, you could have only been like 16.
Oh yeah, I started playing a game when I was like 14, 15, probably 14, 15.
Yeah.
And I played that for years, especially after I got my bone graft.
Yeah.
I was out of school because I was still in high school at the time. But I was out for about 6 months. I missed better half the school year.
Yeah.
Just hooked up on Percocets and World of Warcraft. That was a good time. That's right when Wrath of the Lich... No. It was right before Wrath of the Lich King. I was just getting into the Burning Crusade, but
Nice.
that means nothing to you. You don't know.
No,
what
it
I'm
really
talking
doesn't.
Yeah.
No. I remember there were a couple times you tried to get me to play, and like I remember one time I was finally like, all right, fine, I'll start it, and then I remember playing it for like 3 hours, and I was like, James, when am I gonna be able to just play with you? And you were like, oh, you've still got a long way to go before we're gonna be able to do anything
that's kind of
together.
a dick move. I should have actually
Yeah.
just created a character with you, but I was like,
Yeah,
no.
dude, I probably would have started playing it if I could have played with
Yeah,
somebody,
no,
but I
trust
just
me.
did. I remember for so long just being like, all right, what do I do now? And like going there and doing it and being like, this isn't any fun. Like, when am I going to do stuff with you? And you're like, oh, you still got like 10 hours. And I was like, fuck this game. I'm not going to play that.
I was just stubborn. I didn't want to create a new guy.
Yeah.
None of that shits. But yeah, Chroma Squad. Great game. Check it out.
Nice.
If you have Steam.
How
just
much did you pay for it?
15.
$15. Not
But
bad.
I feel like it's definitely a $15 title.
Yeah.
I believe it was a Kickstarter project.
Yeah,
Extra.
this says it was Kickstarter.
Oh, it was? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's great. I love the game. It's a lot of fun, especially if you like those tactical. And there's a lot of things you can do, like teamwork, where you can place characters somewhere, do teamwork,
Mm-hmm.
and you can like throw their character and do like acrobatic, and they land and like attack someone.
Nice.
There's like a final or finishing attack. Just so much about that game that's just like and with director, yeah, it's a great game.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
I think you would actually.
Is it
really
on?
enjoy
Is it on the Vita?
I'm not sure. You could.
Let's see. It says Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Well, you have my Steam,
So it
don't
looks like
you?
it's just Steam. Oh no, it totally does say PlayStation Vita.
Oh yeah,
Okay, maybe I'll get that on the Vita.
it's worth it. Dude. I think.
Well, here in just a couple weeks, about 3 or 4 weeks, I am going to be leaving to go on tour
it's
with my
true.
band. So I'll have a lot of time to. Well, I guess really not a lot of time, but I'll have some time to where I can only play on a
Video games.
handheld. So maybe I'll get that for this trip.
I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. If
Yeah.
I had a final review, I'd say 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Easily.
That's awesome.
Reason why I want to give it a 10 is
You're just not that kind of guy. You don't give 10s.
I don't give 10s. There's a handful of games I would give a 10 to, but like those games have to hit me on an emotional level. Like if there's
Yeah.
a game I really love, like I like Power Rangers as a kid, watched it forever, but like it didn't hit me on an emotional level where it was like
Yeah. That's why scores are so like weird and subjective.
it
Because
is.
it's like
it's all based
you can't.
on
You're
music.
not making it a 10 for nothing that has to do with it as a game. You're talking about your
personal reference.
yeah personal sentiment towards it.
Yeah, and it's kind of fucked up, you
Yeah.
know.
That's weird. Scores suck.
Yeah.
Don't listen to a score.
I remember when I think it was probably IGN. I think it was IGN that rated Mario and Luigi's Dream Team,
Yeah.
and you know how stoked I was on that game. And then
Yeah.
I think they had like 8.5. I was like, no, this is just a 9.5.
It should be better.
Yeah, this game is amazing. I was so stoked on the Bye Bye Cannon.
Yeah.
I love that. Just bye bye. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. I'll go. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Cool. What else do we have on this list? What are you going to talk about?
Um.
Let's talk about something I've been playing. Let's talk about
Yeah.
Until Dawn.
Okay,
I
I'm-
rented that over this last week or so.
So, I know what it is. But
Yeah.
a lot of people actually, a lot of people don't know what it is. So
Yeah. Well, so it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. I'm pretty sure it was developed by a first-party Sony studio. I can't think of what studio.
Supermassive.
Supermassive Games, right?
that's what I call my pans. Massive game.
Yeah, so Supermassive Games made this game called Until Dawn. And it started as like a Move exclusive title on the PlayStation 3. That's what they announced it as. But as everybody knows, the Move died. Then they like pushed back production and put it on the PlayStation 4. And it's basically just a teen horror movie. Like a lot like Nightmare on Elm Street or those 80s teen horror movies.
Friday
like,
the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like they do a lot of the tropes that you would expect in like those horror movies. It's 8 teenagers who are up in a cabin in the woods, and they have like monsters and ghosts and stuff after them, and you don't really know what's going on for most of the game. But it's a lot of fun. It plays like Heavy Rain and what's that other fucking game?
That
called
game
that they
had
made?
probably some of the best like user actual commands to date.
Right. The QuickTime events?
Yeah,
Yeah,
love that shit.
they're actually really engaging QuickTime events. Like it's weird to, because it objectively it doesn't control well where you want them to, but because of the story that it's telling and the QuickTime events that it's giving you, it's pretty engaging. Like it's fun to just hear out the story. Like a lot of these games are just a different type of gameplay. Like the Telltale games, like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and all that.
Well, I like to see that. It kind of reminds me of Mass Effect in a sense.
Yeah, it's more
you
about
have
the
those speech
storytelling.
bubbles, but compared to Mass Effect, it's more like God of War in a sense that you have to hit certain stuff at a certain time, like Heavy Rain.
Yeah, Heavy Rain was a great game. I loved Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
But this reminds me a lot of Heavy Rain. The way that you walk around is basically the same, and then you can interact with certain objects and do different things. You play as different characters. You play as all 8 of the kids throughout the game. Like
So
you
there's
switch
8 of
off of them. Yeah.
Okay.
But depending on what you do, every one of those kids can live through the night, through the game, or every one of them can die.
So there's multiple endings.
Every variation of that. Any of them can live and any of them can die.
Wow.
So any of the 8 can die in one game, and you could play it 8 times and have only one character die per time, but end up with a totally different cast of people.
There's more like, how many endings would there be then? Because
A ton.
it's gotta be. I
What
was
you-
gonna do 8 times 8, but I mean.
No, it's what
Yeah,
you've got. I'm
that's-
pretty sure you have to do 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4.
Damn.
I think that's how you do it, but it's been a long time since I've went to algebra,
Where's Bill Nye when you need him?
right?
Science.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not. I really like that concept. When there's multiple endings to a game, that gives you so much. That alone builds replay value.
Yeah. And I did actually replay it to see what some of the different outcomes would be, and it's not super different. Like the same
Really?
basic thing happens, but sometimes it's just one of the characters isn't there, or there are more characters there, or like depending on what evidence you find, they don't talk about the evidence that they found or what they think is going on. They'll just be like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on."
So it's still kind of limited, you'd say.
Well, no, it dynamically changes the story very well. It's just not drastically different.
Okay.
Right? It makes it work with whatever scenario you bring into it, whatever group of people and what you've done earlier. It will change slight things, but it's not like you have a whole different chapter because you made this one choice early in the game.
Right.
It's the same chapter, the circumstances going in are just a little bit different, and the dialogue is different and stuff like that. So it would have been cool for them to do like a totally different game, but it's not very practical or realistic.
Yeah. It's no practicable by no means.
No practicable.
No practicable. Contractable, that practical.
Contractable.
My boner.
But yeah. I don't think I would
No,
buy
it's-
that game. I think it was definitely worth it to rent it though, because it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun to play. I really enjoyed it, but I was done with it after 2 playthroughs, which took me maybe 12 hours to get through those 2 playthroughs.
That was another thing I was gonna ask. It's not a long game, right?
No. If you're spending a lot of time looking around, it can go longer, but after I played through it twice with my girlfriend Piper, but she played it again after that. And the time where she played it after that, she tore through it very quickly because she knew where everything was and she wasn't looking around. She wasn't wasting time. So it can be done pretty quickly. But it's still definitely worth it. I had a lot of fun with that game. I really enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've played a game like that. Really, since Heavy Rain.
Yeah,
and I've played Heavy Rain probably like 4 times.
That game was so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing with those games is like they're so great to play, you know, in that situation. But with how short the actual gameplay is, like you're probably gonna play it a few times, and that would be. You dropped a bunch of shit.
A creeper blew up your chest.
Yeah, he blew up everything.
Oh man, that's terrible. You better build a new chest.
Fucking creeper.
So Piper's playing Minecraft back here, and a creeper came into her base and blew up all of her chests. So all of her stuff is just sitting here on the ground. Looks like she's trying to pick up some wood from this jumble of stuff, and it's just not happening.
It's not gonna work. You just keep throwing the glass in front of you.
Just build some new chests.
I don't have any wood.
Oh man, you are out of luck then.
Them fucking creepers.
This is.
You know how
so
weird.
this is good radio.
Yeah. You know how funny it'd be, like some guy just on the street just comes up to you. He's like, "You got any crack?" You're like, "No." He just blows up.
He just blows up.
Creepers. It's a real problem. This is Channel 4 News.
But yeah, Until Dawn. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
I
would
really
definitely
wanted to see that game.
You didn't see it?
No.
Oh.
Because that one night you're gonna play, you're like, "But I'm tired and I need sleep."
Yeah.
I was like, but
I really am just a bitch like all the time. When we're not recording this show, my constant tone is just like,
But I'm a dick. I'm just like, "Hey, what now? Okay, yeah, fuck." Is that what dicks sound like?
Yeah.
I feel like that's my dick would be like, "Yeah, piss. Okay, go."
Done.
What now?
What's next?
I gotta puke. Oh, fuck the stomach.
Oh man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's
So I would definitely recommend playing Until Dawn if you have a PlayStation 4. I'm not sure I would go as far as to say buy it, which is it's kind of a weird place to be in because like I want people to keep making games like that, but games are just so expensive that I can't buy all the games that come out like that. I would much rather buy
at least
something
you're
that
being honest. I mean, like,
yeah.
Chase, he bought Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
He told me he only played it like 3 times because those games are great. Like the first playthrough is probably the most nostalgic experience you're gonna have playing that game. I agree with you. Those are more of a.
You don't get a whole lot of replay value. It's hard to justify spending $60 on it.
And you know what? I think that's why Telltale Games.
Telltale.
The
Telltale.
Yeah,
The Telltale.
The ones with the tells on the tells. That's why they probably just make those short episode games.
Episodic.
What?
It's called episodic.
Whoa. I wasn't.
But also the Telltale games are priced less than a full price $60 game. Like Until Dawn is $60, the same amount as Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Which like
has
I don't really
much more content.
I don't want to compare it based on like the number of hours you spend or the content that you have, but like objectively Metal Gear is a much bigger game and you're probably going to get a lot more time out of it than you would out of
But there's that
Heavy
whole debate where it's like, "Oh, but this game has so many endings." It's like, yeah, it has this
Yeah.
many endings, but how many times am I have to play through a lot of the same shit
Yeah.
to get that ending?
Yeah.
I might do 1 or 2 things differently here, but that doesn't change the whole outcourse
Right.
of the game.
Right. Yeah, so I'm not sure I would say buy it, but definitely rent it. Just go to Redbox. $3 a day.
Well, I mean, what I was saying with the Telltales.
The Telltale. That's what it is.
Yeah, the Telltales game.
No, it's the Telltale.
Oh, the Telltales to Telltales.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sweet.
I think that's an alliteration.
Telltale.
Telltale.
That was uncalled for.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm just shrugging at James.
I was actually just seeing how long we were gonna keep that
I
silence
was
going.
like, no, I can't do that.
One of these times we should just stop. Just stop talking.
just completely stop.
and just see how long we can go.
And then you just hear like a... Sorry, I'm masturbating my dog right now.
Red
Oh,
Rocket.
That was James who said that.
That was James that said that. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah.
Whenever we're out places or we're with people and they're like, "Oh, James did that," and they're like upset with me, I'll be like, "Yeah, James, what the fuck? Why would you do that?" It's great. I like it.
My favorite is whenever we used to go out and get food, and we'd be like, "I'm James," and then like you come up, "I'm James."
Yeah.
They call out, just confuse them. I thought this is in my order. Fuck you. No.
When we were on tour, actually no, that's a total non sequitur. That has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about. We'll talk about tour another time.
All right.
Um,
I did want to talk about the new Zelda game.
The new Zelda game. And what's that Zelda game called?
Zelda Triforce Heroes.
Yes, that is what it's called.
I can read still. No, it looks great. One thing I'm really excited about this game is me and Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson, I hope you're listening because I fucking love you. Blow him a kiss, James. That was James.
That was James.
But anyways, yeah, me and Tyson, me and him really got into gaming. He showed me some of the best games I've ever played before, like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. Tyson's our old friend from high school.
Yeah, he lived right across the street from me. But the Mormon law said we couldn't be friends.
What? You were friends with Tyson for years. What are you talking about?
No. We were just like, it was weird because our street, okay. I used to be Mormon. You grow up Mormon and then you realize it's all just fuck.
Alright, so religion aside.
It's a slice of fuck pie.
Religion aside, what you're saying is that
they divided the steak right down our street.
So in that church, you have an area that everyone within that area, they meet at church at the same time.
Yeah.
And so down your street was the dividing line. And you went to church at one time.
Across the street. It was
like down the middle of the street.
Yeah.
So you were in one side and he was in the other side.
Yeah, but he went to a
across
completely different church than I did because of that. It was so weird, but...
Alright, I see what you mean now.
So I had to grow up with fucking Matt Domer and Toma Ibsen.
That piece of shit.
Oh, I hate
those
piece
guys.
of shit.
I hate both of them. You can tell him so too. Next time you see him.
Yeah, I will. Toma still owes me a steamy dump on the chest.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
Hey, you lose a bet, you win some. But anyways, no, Tyson, love you. We used to... Shit.
You were going on
Oh,
about
yeah,
Triforce Heroes.
Zelda. Triforce Heroes. So we used to play... When we used to go to Taekwondo, that's right. Fucking something built. I'll have to find it in my... Before we used to wait to do our classes, we'd play the Four Swords on our Game Boy Advances.
Right, the Zelda.
Yeah,
Four Swords.
Zelda Four Swords. And it was so much fun. I had a blast doing that with him. And this game looks like it's going to be a very good, a new interpretation of that.
Now, I haven't seen much about this game. Like, I saw the preview when they first announced it, I think at like E3 or something like that.
They
But I
got a
haven't
lot
seen
of
it
weird
since.
stuff going on, so you can definitely play single player. And it looks like there's these like two puppets you can kind of control, and you switch between them, kind of like a Pikmin 3 Captains. But the one thing, if you're gonna play that game, just play it locally or online. Like, you want to play with someone else playing the other link, because those levels look so much more badass. And
So you can play alone, but when you're playing alone, are the other links still there with you?
they are, but you have to go through and control them each as one. You have to create
really?
pillars.
So it's always the 3 links, and if you play alone, you have to control all 3 of them?
Right.
Okay.
But it looks like with you play online or local or multiplayer.
Yeah.
Can we pause it real quick?
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
That was smooth like a kidney stone.
Yeah, we've got to get better at deciding when we're going to pause and take
Sorry,
a break.
dude. Like, when the bladder's about to explode, I can't do anything but just...
Alright, all I'm saying is, you were right in the middle of a sentence, and then you whispered to me, "Can we take a break?"
Yeah. I love Zelda. The fact that they have the try. I need to take a piss. Right now.
I really gotta take a piss.
Break. Actually, I realized in I think it's the first episode we threw up.
Yeah.
Halfway through, I was just like, pause.
I think that was the second one. Wasn't
No,
it?
that's the first one.
It was the
'cause,
first
yeah,
one?
I was listening the other day, and I think I did the same thing. I was like halfway through episodes, just like pause.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we can totally do. All right, yeah. So we're talking about this thing, and here's the end of my point. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. That's all we've got to do. That'll work perfectly if we do it.
I got a bunch of empty beer cans. I should just like, just like.
Yeah.
And anyways,
Just while we're talking in my living room.
yeah, it's not like you haven't seen my dick before.
I don't think I have.
You haven't?
No, I don't think so. No, let's not do that.
Oh, say that for another time.
Maybe another day. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Zelda, Triforce Heroes.
What you were in like the middle of a point. But I
Okay, so
honestly
you can
can't
play
remember.
single player,
Yeah.
and you have to control like all three links.
Yeah.
But you have to switch through each of them, which kind of makes puzzles more time-consuming
Right.
and not as lucrative.
Lucrative, huh?
Yeah, because if you had three like local three players, live players
Mhm.
playing, there could be a puzzle. You have to shoot this thing all at once.
Mhm.
So there's like three different switches, and you all have to hit at once.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you're playing single player.
There's got to be a way for you to be able to do that then.
It doesn't look like fun.
Another thing I was wondering about is like combat. Like, so let's say you run into a room and there are a bunch of enemies around. Do your two guys just like stand there and get hit while you fight with one of the guys?
You know what? It didn't really show any combat from the trailer I saw. It just
lot
showed
of-
puzzles.
A lot of unanswered questions here.
I know, right? But I did see a lot of combat when you're playing local, and it's just like, go balls out, just run in there and start hacking and slashing.
Nice.
And another really weird... Okay, so one of the items I saw that they introduced in the new trailer are these fire gloves. And you shoot a ball of fire that bounces on the floor.
Okay. Oh, that's it?
It's Mario, man!
Oh, right, yeah.
It's basically the Mario power. They straight up just like, oh yeah, he can shoot fireballs and it bounces on the floor and stuff. And it's
Cool.
like, that's a fire flower power, which,
Yeah.
it's Nintendo. Go ahead and do it. I love it. But same sense as like, really? Like,
Yeah.
feel fucking gypped,
Yeah.
Give me like some pirates. Oh wait, no, it was Wind Waker.
Yeah, they did give you Pirates with Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyways,
Well, yeah, maybe we'll play that Zelda game when it comes out. Do you know when it comes out?
October 23rd.
Nice.
So I would love to play that game with you.
Yeah.
I'm actually, now that I've been watching it more, it looks really cool. Another really weird thing that introduced is costumes.
Yeah.
So, as your Link, you can pick different costumes. There's like a Zelda costume, a cactus costume, like a Mega Bomb costume. But there's a bunch of different costumes that have different perks.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of just pick a costume, like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. There's like the Zora one that allows you to swim through water. The Goron one lets you swim through lava.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's always ways around that. But I'm interested to see how much the costume aspect really takes hold of, like, the overall gameplay of the game.
Right.
Because I'm worried that it's either not going to be enough or it's going to be too little, It's like,
Right.
oh, you can have this costume, but you can still go through as normal Link.
Right.
I'd almost want, like, certain parts to be like, oh, hey, you kind of need this one, or at least one of you guys.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't want the whole game to be like, all right, you need to be in this costume, you need to be that costume.
Right,
Like,
right.
just like
Let
force
you
some
have some
costume.
choice.
Yeah, so I hope there's some interest to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
And tested.
Well, the problem I see with playing that game is I'm going to be gone on October 23rd. I'm not going to get back until, like, the 7th or 8th of November or something like that. And then Fallout 4 comes out on the 10th.
Oh,
So-
shit.
You give me Zelda Triforce Heroes, you give me Fallout 4, I'm going to be playing some Fallout 4 for sure.
You know what? Let's go ahead and make a plan to make one of our recordings of Fallout.
A Fallout? Dude, I'm going to be playing so much Fallout.
That's all right. I'll be here.
Like, I'll just... Every once in a while, you'll just have to come over and be like, hey, so I'm just gonna record you playing Fallout, and I'll be like, all right, cool.
And I'll just be getting drunk. We could talk about dicks. We could talk about bears. We could talk about Sarah Palin.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Fallout 4 is gonna for sure take over my life. I'm so stoked for it. It looks amazing.
We'll
We'll talk about Fallout.
Yeah,
another time, though, but I'm so excited for Fallout.
So when does that come out?
That comes out on November 10th. The same day as the new Tomb Raider game, which
Oh.
I don't know what they're thinking on that. I don't know why they wouldn't move that date for Tomb Raider, but
They're
maybe
doing
maybe
it.
they don't have anywhere else to move it to.
If I can remember right, I think Darksiders 2 came out soon after the release of a Batman game. Or it was some game.
Sorry.
I
Excuse me.
love Darksiders.
Right.
Going out there.
So you're saying that Darksiders came out right after a Batman game?
It was like closer. No, I can't remember. Maybe we were just playing Batman at the time.
So what does that have to do with?
I was just going off of like some really good games come out on release dates of like really big games coming out.
I have to sneeze again. Oh my god, that was a weird half cough sneeze. What's
you-
wrong with me, James? Why
you know,
can't I sneeze?
Next time don't do it in my crotch.
Oh, okay.
Do it in my mouth. Spit in it too.
Oh god. All right, yeah, but
I don't
so
know.
Tomb Raider's coming out on the
There's a
same
lot
day as
of
Fallout.
great games. I'm trying to think because there's been some that have come out like.
Well, I know that games have done it in the past, but what I'm saying is I can't imagine that it's going to be good for Tomb Raider sales numbers, right?
Oh
like,
no!
Somebody's going to
of course
buy a
not.
game that day. They're of course going to go for Fallout. Like,
Yeah.
how many people are going to pick Tomb Raider over Fallout, really? Like, I'm sure there are going to be some people who will, but if they're looking to sell Xboxes, which they obviously are, and push that as a huge game for everybody to play, then the worst one they could go up against this fall is Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the
like
worst
going up
one.
against Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is a shadow of what it used to be,
That's
but
true,
back in the day,
but-
that would have been true.
I don't know.
Back for Modern Warfare 3, if you released something on the same day as Modern Warfare 3, that would have been terrible. Now, I would, if I were over at Square and I was deciding when Tomb Raider was going to come out, and I could pick the same day as Call of Duty coming out or the same day as Fallout 4, I would pick Call of Duty for sure. Because I don't think Call of Duty is going to sell as much as Fallout 4.
Yeah, all those 14-year-old parents will buy that game though.
All those 14-year-old parents?
Yeah,
What?
the 14-year-old's parents.
The 14-year-old's parents?
Phrasing.
What are you saying? What are you talking
There's
about?
a lot of nothing. Okay. That went over my head as soon as it came out of my mouth. It was just brain talk. It's
14-year-old parents.
Yeah.
Uh,
But no, I agree with you completely. Just I think that's where a lot of great games did fail, is they just chose the wrong release date.
right. Like Mad Max. Mad Max looks super cool. I'd really like to play Mad Max. It came out on the same day as Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
So,
But I
I
think
definitely went with
the
Metal
thing
Gear
with
Solid
Metal
5.
Gear Solid 5 is I didn't hear anything about it until a week before it came out.
Are you kidding me? Were you just
No.
not paying attention?
I live under a rock, James.
Yeah, dude, because it was all over the news all the time. Well, gaming news, IGN and stuff like that.
But
It was all over
you
IGN.
realize the games I play are indie games,
Right,
8-bit
right.
stuff. And
But still, it was all over the news.
well, at the same time, Mario Maker was coming out,
That's true, yeah.
and all my focus was in watching that. And I'd see Metal Gear's fuck that, I'm watching
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker.
Yeah. But I still want to go
Gotta
back and play
make
that game.
Mario.
You want to give me your Wii U so I can play some Mario Maker? You could just give it to me.
You want to give me your PS4 so I can play Batman? Oh.
I can't give you my PS4 because you wouldn't be able to play anything on it, but
Piper.
I'll give you Piper's PS4.
All right, I'm taking your PS4, Piper. Deal.
Yeah.
You don't get a say in the matter.
Yeah. No, the last time I borrowed your Wii U, I didn't even play it, but this time I would definitely play some Mario.
Oh,
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker, it's one of those games. There's some games where you think about playing, you're like, I really don't feel like it, but I'll just turn it on. But as soon as you start playing, you just instantly get soaked in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few games like Dungeon of the Endless, is one of them for me.
Yeah.
Don't Starve, I feel, is like another one where you're like,
Yeah.
do I really want to play this? And then you find yourself like 7 hours later, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
But I really like those kind of games too, because
Yeah, Minecraft does that to me all the time.
oh yeah, I can tell because I was just over here watching. I was like, hey, I'm gonna take over your computer. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, both of you were literally just digging for like an hour.
That's a lot of what you do in Minecraft. is
Yeah, you
dig.
just got a mine. I was just like, all right.
Yeah, that's a full half of the name. Mine.
Craft.
Yeah, you mine, and then the materials that you get from mining,
That
you use those
just
to craft.
hit me.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense
It's
now.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
I thought it was like Minecraft, like it's gonna craft my mind into a beautiful piece of work, which it probably does actually.
Yeah, that's true too. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive.
That's only-
Enunciation.
Yeah, it's only for boners.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're at like 75 minutes in. I think that's pretty good length. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
There's water on Mars. Deal with it.
Oh yeah, they found liquid water on Mars. That's cool. That's some cool
Yeah.
shit.
I heard evaporate. Actually, I don't remember what I heard. I was just like,
I haven't read into it much, but I saw some headlines that said
yeah,
there's
that's
water
all
on
I
Mars.
saw. So it's like, oh, we're gonna build a planet on Mars. It's like
We're gonna build a planet on Mars.
yeah, we're totally doing it.
We're doing it. They said it couldn't be done. We built a fucking planet on Mars.
It's gonna be Mars.
MERS. MERS on Mars. Come down to MERS on Mars.
Where we got all your Mars and Earth needs.
Discount sale emporium.
You want to die from molecular oxygen? We have that. I feel like I should have had one more word there.
yeah. The meter of it was kind of off.
Yeah,
It
that
kind
was-
of ended very abruptly. We have that.
We should just think. Oh, you know what? I got a few skits we're gonna be recording soon, and you're gonna be part of it.
I'm not an actor, James. I don't know if you know this about me.
Are you kidding me? You were in a bunch of our old videos.
That's true. I was.
Yeah, and that's
did do
exactly what you did. Was you didn't act? You were just like,
Yeah, I was just
oh
like,
no.
oh, I remember that one where I was like falling down the stairs and it was just so
yeah,
terrible.
was it? You actually fell down the stairs.
Dude, I fell down those stairs like 10 times so we could record it.
Yeah, because Cole was like, no, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
I
He was
miss
very
Colton.
picky.
Colton Johnson. Love you, babe.
yeah. I know you're listening to this.
Yeah, just flapping it.
Yeah,
That's like a good 80 minutes of flapping. Good on you, man.
whapping.
Yeah. My dad asked me what that was.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What is it?
I was like, Dad, it's masturbation. Why do they
Very
call it
straight up.
flapping? I was like,
Because the sound it makes.
why do they call it playing the hacky sack?
Do
What?
do they call it playing that?
No, I just said that to him. So now
Did you
he's-
really say that to him? Or
Yeah.
were you making that?
No, I really did.
Oh, okay.
Because in my dad, I think when he gets like confused on pop culture references, he turns to me.
Yeah. And you just fuck with his head.
No, I'm really honest for most part, but I'm like too blunt at certain points where he's just like, you didn't need to say it like that. It's like,
Yeah.
what'd you want me to like sugarcoat it?
Yeah.
It's when you tingle with your dickle.
Is that sugarcoating it? That doesn't even make sense.
Nah, well, that's why I don't sugarcoat. I'm not very good at sugarcoating.
I'm not very good at it.
It's when you fucking just rub your junk and waste all your sperm.
Oh, man.
Dead babies.
All right, well, on that note,
Yeah.
this is James on James.
James on James.
We still don't really have a sign-off or anything to plug. Or
No,
how can people find this show? That's my question to you.
Facebook. We have
There's
Facebook,
Facebook.
Twitter.
Facebook. Now, if they were on said Facebook, what would they search to find this here podcast?
We swear it's gaming.
We swear it's gaming.
Without the apostrophe.
There's no apostrophe in it's. It's a contraction, but we don't follow the rules of the English language.
Fuck that.
You don't need no apostrophes.
No, apostrophes just get in the way of spacing.
Okay, so
'Cause
they're
we don't
on
have
they're
any
on
of
that their Facebook and they search "We Swear It's Gaming." They're gonna find this video.
Yep.
And can they also do that on YouTube,
They can do it on YouTube. They can also do it on Twitter.
on Twitter? Hey,
I am trying to get into the Twitter scene. It is.
Twitter is weird. I don't like.
It
Twitter.
is really weird. I've
Yeah.
never done Twitter. Now I'm on there. I'm like, what should I post?
Yeah. I don't understand it. I don't understand how to find things like.
Yeah.
Andrew will always be like, "Oh, our band got tweeted about this thing," and I'm like, "How the fuck do you find that? Like, what are you talking about?"
I just need to pay Andrew like $20 to teach me a day about Twitter.
Andrew, teach me about Twitter.
Yeah.
When we were on tour, I was like, "Hey, Andrew, you got to teach me about Twitter," and he showed me some of it, and I still was just like, "What?"
Yeah,
Twitter doesn't make any sense.
We're gonna get into Twitter, guys. I want to get into Instagram as well, but that's soon to come. But yeah, Facebook, We Swear It's Gaming. YouTube, We Swear It's Gaming. Or you can type in James on James. I did that the other day. We're right there.
Really?
Well,
it was on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on the first page.
Nice.
I've been posting this on YouTube.
We'll have to... No, that's what I was saying. That's where you search James on James was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to figure out how to get on like iTunes and stuff like that.
And Spotify.
Yeah. We got to figure out how to do this podcast.
We need to learn how to do our job.
Yeah.
And that's where we... Actually, Andrew's going to make some jingles for us. I haven't talked to him about that since.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has done anything.
I don't know if he has. I'll talk to him tomorrow about it.
We need jingles because
yeah.
Soon there's going to be a intro with me and James on James. We're doing it.
Yeah. We'll figure it out one day. We'll get better.
We're doing it.
We'll get better at this whole thing.
By the way, still love that shirt. Good job.
Nice shirt. You're looking good today.
Yeah, I mean, keep it up. You know what? Go out, rule the world.
Are those some new shoes you got there? Those shoes are stunning.
If not, did you get them shined recently? Because
I'm digging those shoes.
Oh, you know what? Before we go, you know what's great? One of the best pickup lines you do.
What?
You put mirror on your feet, walk up to a woman, and just be like, "Hey, is it just me or do I see myself in your pants?" Just got the mirror on the feet and looking down.
Yeah?
That's how we're ending this.
Done.